acrylic to do that. I could finish it tomorrow, maybe, but gotta fix the eye.
I was leaving and I was down here when you left and waiting for the turn. It was I had no idea. I couldn't even tell you what kind of car it is. Like I don't know. So the car, a little compact car, there were two women in it. And I got out of the car and she said, I'm so sorry, I didn't know I was still with you. And so when I looked, it looked like there were scratches with paint missing. Her, like underneath on my bumper at the very end. And I think, see, so it's not a biggie. And I said to her, she just acted like nothing. And I said, well, you need to go, please. And she says, you can do whatever you want to do. So I got back in the car to call the police. And while I got on was talking to them, she tried to drive off. Now she got out of her car. She came back and bent down her tag and then tried to leave. So when I saw her leaving, I disconnected and tried to get out because she stuck, she can't go. And I tried to put it back up and get a picture of it to it was gone. She even tried to, she tried to go with her car. She went that way. Yeah. So I don't know, I don't care. This makes it so I can call my insurance company and be done with it because obviously for her to be running, she doesn't have insurance.
Yeah, have your driver's license. Oh, come on. I already taken 3 reports today, man. What?
What is this? And then this was that one. I gotta get up early. But what's the head? Oh? Wait a minute. No, that's away. This one is mine. Well, I used that cheap paint, that cheap acrylic, and I was able to paint that eye. So I guess, what did I add besides the, let me see, I added, something else. I added something else. Oh Lord. Oh Lord Jesus. What are you gonna do? Been like this. Did you catch the guy?
Love makes people do crazy things. Investigators confirmed a special relationship between Vicky White and Casey White. Well, this afternoon, a veteran Alabama Department of Corrections officer weighs in on just how relationships between corrections staff and the inmates go down. What often starts as innocent flirting can turn serious. Our team coverage now continues with Way 31's Matt Kroschel. And Matt, this officer said policing these types of relationships is nearly impossible, and it's a problem he's not received any special training to handle.
Marie, Stacy George says it doesn't matter if the inmate has been housed in a state prison or a county jail. George knew something was just not right as soon as he started seeing reports about Vicky White missing 6 days ago. Knowing the correctional industry like he does, he had a bad feeling that Casey White had somehow managed to manipulate Vicky. The newly released jail surveillance video shows us those final moments the two were spotted before they disappeared. But we now know their secret special relationship went back at least to 2020 when Casey White was first booked into the Lauderdale County Detention Center and continued when he was transported to the state prison before he ended up back in Lauderdale County in February. Stacy George works over at the Limestone County Correctional Facility and says trying to keep tabs on all the communications inmates have with the outside world through the monitored channels and prison contraband cell phones is a huge task, made even harder with the widespread understaffing issues in the correctional industry.
So looking at every phone call and every text they do, it would be almost impossible, but there's no doubt in my mind that there are people in there that knew what was going on, that worked with her. And they've noticed this, and that should have never happened.
Coming up at 5, Stacy George describes a system where he says there's a lack of training and what he's actually witnessed behind those prison walls when female employees cross the line with inmates they're charged with guarding. For now, I'm Matt Kroschel, Way 31 News.
A missing Alabama corrections officer who was accused of helping a murder suspect escape from jail last week had a special relationship with him, according to the sheriff. Those are his words. A warrant has been issued for Vicky White's arrest. The sheriff said he would be surprised if she and the suspect are still in the state. Ryan Young is in Florence, Alabama, tracking the latest developments. Special relationship, Ryan? What's that?
Yeah, I know. Look, we're all parsing words at this point, right? You think of the word special. And so at this point, they're saying they don't believe it was a physical relationship, but at some point, it looks like she was spending more hours with him than she should have, and maybe giving him some extra sort of attention. And so at this point, everyone's trying to figure out exactly what this means. Like, when we were inside that jail a few days ago, we looked at all the video surveillance that was inside of that jail. So was she able to get away from those cameras somewhere inside? What we do now have, though, is this video of the last moments before she took Casey White away from that jail. So we'll show you some of these videos now. You can see the sally port. You can see them walking out. It's a very casual walk. Obviously, he's still a very tall guy, and he gets in the back of the car. And then, if we come back out to where I am now, we're in this parking lot for one reason, John. This is the parking lot that police believe the car was stashed when they made their getaway. We're about 3.5 miles away from the jail. It took about 8 minutes to get to this location. Vicky White apparently bought a car a few days beforehand. She parked it in this location, and this is where they made that exchange from the police car to the car they're now looking for. So that is something that they were trying to keep close to the vest. Someone released some of this pictures of that car, and then the sheriff had to talk about it. If that's not enough twists and turns for you, John, take a listen to a woman who used to date the suspect.
Oh, shit.
Casey White is very dangerous. He's dangerous to everybody that is around him. If she is still alive, get the hell out. Run, run, run as far as you can and turn yourself in and contact somebody. Like, do the right thing before you lose your life or before somebody else does.
Yeah, John, when you listen to that, it's obviously clear that woman.
Love makes people do crazy things. Investigators confirmed a special relationship between Vicky White and Casey White. Well, this afternoon, a veteran Alabama Department of Corrections officer weighs in on...
They're probably out of the country by now. I mean, she sold the house, I think a couple of months earlier for 95 grand. They were planning this. This was all planned. Yeah, this was all planned. Fake ID, fake everything. this? Joey Confession of the Mafia's Hitman full interview. And what is this? Man wanted for warrants.
Previously on Code Blue Cannon.
Alright, let me get out of here. What time is it? 12:48. I'm gonna get up. Sit down. Alright, I did that paint with that cheap paint. I mean, it's not great, but it's pretty thin. You gotta put a lot of layers, man. It just goes to show that if you really want to paint, even if it's cheap paint, it could be done. It could be done. But it's a lot of layers. It's a lot of fucking layers. Got some paintings. Got this. What is this? Jesus. Oh. What are you going to do? Oh. That painting, it's not so bad. They're inexpensive. Look at those paintings that are up there in that room. What's this?